What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Train, as usual. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. And look, we got a special guest on the show. We got to talk about it. A certified professional, Jebrae. Ooh, Williams. Talk to us everything with you.
What's good, Trey? What's good? Thank you for having me, man.
I appreciate you joining the show, ladies and gentlemen. I hope the intro got you a little captivated because you might be wondering. It's called Get a Bucket, right? So what sports does she play? Maybe she's in the NBA. Like, oh nope. We got here the Women Football Alliance. That's right. That's right. That's right. We got the WFA here. Now you might not know what that is, right? A lot of people know about the NFL, but we do have a women's football league. But we will talk about them, the league, and Jebrae's team as well, the DC Divas, a little bit later on, because we got to focus on Jebrae as the person. Because you got to remember too, we wouldn't have really known about them if it won't for her too. So I do want to make sure we give her some flowers, talk a little bit about her before we dive on into the sports. Just a little bit. So with that being said, I think it's only right. To talk about Jebrae. Is that cool with you? Is that cool with
Yeah,
you?
come
All
on.
right, that's a bet. That's a bet. So look, they don't know you, right? They don't know you. Give them a little bit about yourself. Just a little bit. Like what's your likes, your dislikes, matter of fact, let's give you a little soapbox action.
What's good, everyone? My name is Jebrae Williams. I am linebacker for the DC Divas. I wear number 40. This is my second year on this team. We are a professional women's full contact football team. Um, so that's my 5 to 9. But the 9 to 5, I am a loan analyst for a loan company. That's what I do in my 9 to 5. But I really, really dedicate a lot of myself towards football. Just because the opportunity to play at this level is is a type of thing where, you know, kids only dream of being able to perform at this level. And, not everyone's making it into the NFL. So, when it comes to women, people who are able to perform at these high levels, where do they go? Once, college ball is over, those who are in their off season, Olympians, what do they do? And a lot of them, they come and they play women's football. And this is something that I only dreamt about as a kid. I was always like, yeah, I play football. You know what I'm saying? I will always ask my mom. She's like, nope, that's too rough. All right, cool, whatever. Asked her in high school, nope, too rough. Okay, so I go to college, in which I went to George Mason, and there is a women's rugby team there, and I'm like, rugby, man. If I wanted to play football, I definitely can play rugby. So I played for George Mason's club women's rugby team for about 4 years and just absolutely fell in love with the sport. And it was rugby that actually ended up bringing me more into football. Um, I actually was at a rugby party and I met an individual who plays for the DC Divas at the time, and her name was Faith Robinson. And Faith Robinson was there at the rugby party with an actual player of this rugby team, of the Nova Women's Rugby Team, and her name was Jessica. And so it was kind of like it was it was funny just us running into each other, if that makes sense. That's just a little bit about that background. Likes and dislikes. I'm music. Like, I honestly feel like if I wasn't playing football, I would be
Mhm.
doing something with music, whether it's learning how to produce, learning how to play an instrument, doing something. I'm not really a type of person that could just sit down and not do nothing. I've always been into my academics. Super important to me just to keep being a sponge to this world and absorbing as much as I can. So that's
Exactly. Okay. All right. Hey, so I ain't gonna hold, ladies and gentlemen. I had a couple questions on this here thing, like origin of why you love football. I feel like you tackled that. So I guess my question is, because some of my questions were answered. When did you hack my computer and start stealing my questions? I ain't tell you the detailed questions, so you say you was a loan analyst, but maybe you in penetration testing as well too, because you be hacking some stuff apparently. No, that's good stuff. I got so you mentioned your mom saying that it was too rough football wise. Were there any other sports that you wanted to play that you at least did play? Because again, you were told football was too rough, and I know you mentioned rugby as well. So I'm assuming rugby is one of those, but you got two others.
Yeah, so I also played soccer in high school, and then I played basketball as well. But that was just from shooting hoops as a kid, you know what I'm saying? And then I played for Upward in middle school, and that's that the Christian camp back
Yeah.
then. And then high school, I just played on my high school team. I always have been around girls who play AAU and end up playing ball in college, but that just wasn't, that wasn't in the cards for me.
Okay. 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 Did did you at least get a bucket though? A little bit, something slight when you was pooping though, like just a little bit. Or were you more of a passer? Were you a defender? Like,
Uh,
what was your game like, real quick?
for sure. I'm definitely shooting that three all day long.
Okay, okay, okay. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Now, um, we got the top three spokes done, right? Right. We mentioned that you a three ball specialist in basketball. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Trey ball out there, yo. Um, fantasy job if you could. Fantasy job if you could. I know you said you're a loan analyst now and you love football. I heard the passion in your voice, sis. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, is there any one? Do you love your current job? Because maybe you could merge the two. I mean, I'm sure DC Divas need some loans. I'm sure the WFA could use some loans. Hell, like help them out, please. Would that be a fantasy job for you, or is there something else in the works?
I think that this job serves as kind of like a placeholder, if you will, in terms of it allows me to be able to detach, because sometimes we as adults, and especially as young adults, because there's no guidebook, there's no rule book to this life. We get so caught in the rat race, right? And we taking work home with us physically, mentally, emotionally. And I just work a job right now where I can completely detach. I don't have to worry about, my boss calling me or someone needing something from me. I'm able to, when I'm not at work, I'm able to detach. And that is something that I value in a job. So right now in life, I am looking to fulfill my values. Looking, I I need certain things out of things. I don't want to just work a job. I don't need to be the richest person or, the most wealthiest person. I want to be able to achieve the goals that I have set for myself. So I feel like I'm just at a place in life right now where my job is serving its purpose, if you will.
Okay, okay. I respect that. I respect that. And again, now I'm kind of really wondering, are you hacking into my computer? Because you were talking about not living not living for your job, essentially. That's what I heard. And my next question was gonna be like your hobbies outside of football. Like what if you got three, like a top three hobbies. I'm sure you do a lot. I do a lot, whether we realize them or not. We got hobbies out the wazoo. Is there a top three hobbies outside of football and outside of your job too? Some people like their job that much.
Yeah, some people do. For me, like I said, music. Music is my thing.
Mm.
I really like to make playlists. I'm like that person. I'm like, dang, this song would sound good after this song. This song would sound good after this song.
Okay.
Forming a story through different songs in one playlist. So that's what I like to do. That's what I spend time doing. I don't have a other two. I'm so deep into football right now that I don't have time to do anything else, to be quite honest.
Okay. Have you made a team playlist that you throw into the locker room and y'all just bump to it all the time before the games and after and stuff like that? Okay. I figured. I might have to get that playlist there if you don't mind. Just see what y'all be bumping to sometimes, because I know somebody who does like their own radio show as well. So I might throw it to him, see what he thinks about it as well. So he might give it a thumbs up. We might see if that shakes. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you got a wonderful little segment about Jebrae, because, well, we are going to be talking about a couple of things on the wish list. But don't worry, because we got more to talk about. I'm checking my watch, ladies and gentlemen. But we gotta leave real quick, pay some bills right fast. I'm gonna let y'all do your things real quick. But when we come back, like I said, we're gonna talk about the Women Football Alliance and the DC Divas. So I hope y'all stay tuned. Jebrae will be right back momentarily. Hope y'all take care.
The I'm Perfectly Made Foundation believes that routine screenings can save lives and that access to these services should not be a barrier. Our mission is to promote eye health education, free eye exams, free eye screenings, and free glasses to our communities with the focus of highlighting early detection. The I'm Perfectly Made Foundation also gives individuals with low vision and blindness the opportunities to be a part of certain community events, regardless of visual impairments.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Look, these bills always get tricky, and I need to talk to somebody because I keep paying too many damn bills. I tell you, every time I'm on the show, it feels like a bill be popping up. You know what I'm saying? It's real. It's real trivial. It's real quiz like. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna transition on to, because I got a couple questions, not just for the bill collectors, Jebrae, but for yourself. Because again, for those of y'all who might just be tuning in, Jebrae is on the DC Divas, who's also affiliated with the Women's Football Alliance. That's right, we rival in the NFL right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start giving more support to them than my daggone Panthers, because I'm sure they do a lot better than we do. At least they got championships on their thing. Damn, like it's trash, brother. It's trash out there, people. I'm just saying, like, they about to be my new favorite football team. I'm telling you right now. And USC Trojans too. We not doing no better either. So I mean, hey, we'll see what shakes. Maybe y'all can partner up with Caleb. Well, let's see what happens with the draft. He might get drafted to the Commanders. That could happen. But about GAB Trivia here. Just got a couple questions, and they'll be centered around the WFA. Again, that's the Women Football Alliance and the DC Divas. So with that being said, Jebrae, are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to give this disclaimer. Ladies and gentlemen, if I had done this myself quiz-wise, I would have got everything wrong. So if she misses something, it's okay. Don't point fingers and blame the game. The inaugural season, though, we got question one. The inaugural season of the WFA as a whole. When was that?
2009.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, my OneNote says you got it right. So, like the eyebrows dropped. I had to challenge her real quick, ladies and gentlemen. So I wanted to see what she was gonna say. Shake her up a little quick. She played football though. She's sturdy though. So she not moving. That bodes well for the DC Divas. Let's see what we got here. Then we got how many division counts in the WFA
currently? I want to say about 60.
No. Like divisions.
Oh, how many divisions? Oh, my bad. Three. We got Pro, we got D2, we got D3.
That's crazy. She wanted to flex right fast. Like, she just, because she took another question about how many teams is in the daggone WFA. That's wild. Are you sure you're just a lone analyst? Are you
No.
positive? Because all right, because that was later on down too in the question. So it's like I feel like you tried to trip me up a little bit and throw me off your scent. You're not fooling nobody. You're not fooling nobody. Now, who has the most titles in the
Um,
WFA's history?
so there's a little bit of controversy surrounding that, being as
Okay,
though the WFA is a conglomerate of many different type of leagues. But currently we're going to say the Boston Renegades.
got it right. Touchdown. Whoa, field goal, touchdown, all that good stuff. Like here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because the Boston Renegades look like they're doing their thing in the WFA. So we definitely can talk about that too. How many titles? How many titles do they got then since we established them as the most?
So the Divas were the last reigning champions. So, and that was in 2016. So, gotta be 6.
Because you got
6 or 7.
yeah, 17, and then 18, 19, and then y'all missed 20. And
Yeah,
then you
because
got 21,
mm-hmm.
22, and then 23. They say 6. They said, I mean, that math out. So I guess that works. That works for me. That works for me. Um, I had read 7 somewhere, but I also did that. I think they counted the other Boston team as well too. So I think I'm like I don't know if that math that might be some different teams. You know what I'm saying? But we might need to talk about that though. We might need to talk about that though.
Yeah.
Now you said a little something interesting. You said a little something interesting about the Divas. You said y'all won in 16. That was cool. But like, who was the first team to win back to backs though?
Divas, come on now.
Okay, I just I mean I had to throw y'all that little plug right there. Like
We technically got the most titles out of any team. However, like I said, the Divas formed in 2000. The WFA didn't form until 2009. So from 2000 to 2009, it was a lot of titles won in that time. So in our team history, we definitely see most titles.
Talk your ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at that, dropping knowledge on a trivia question. That is GOAT status right there. Look, that's a perfect time. You know what? We are we done? Let me see here. We did the D. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna highlight this again because I was gonna ask you about when the first DC Divas title was, but you already told me y'all won it in 15 and 16. Going above and beyond. Women. Yeah, we talked about that one too. Yeah, you stole all my daggone questions. Like, I guess we got nothing else to do but slide right on in to the WFA, the Women's Football Alliance. All right. I looked up some things. Was told it was founded in 2009. But again, I found this because I saw your profile. So I'm like, yo, let's ask these questions here. How did you find them? Because I found them through you. So we gotta know that answer.
Yeah, I found the DC Divas. Like I said earlier, I went to a rugby party. I'm supposed to be with rugby people, with rugby players, and there was some of the players they also play football. So at least 3 of those players, those rugby players, were DC Divas players as well. Some of which in just even in that small group were also lady football league players, the ones that wear the underwear. Yeah, so like I said, like this sport, it brings women who play sports at a high level. Like that's what this is. So once I found Faith at that rugby party, she just put me right onto the Divas page, in which I saw the flyer for the tryouts. And I went to every single last one of them, because I'm like, yes, I've always wanted to perform at a high level, and this is my opportunity. Absolutely.
Okay. Now walk us through those tryouts, because again, I ain't done nothing professional. I ain't done nothing even semi-professional. You know what I'm talking about? So I've seen tryouts. I did high school tryouts. I'm sure those going to be a little bit different than what you're about to describe, and I'm sure it's going to be different than what the people are thinking too. Because I'm sure somebody's thinking, "Oh, what is this league?" Like, I'm sure nobody's even caring about it. But there's a lot more effort that I'm assuming goes into this league. I haven't seen it yet, but I already told you I'm going to the game for certain. I want you to make sure we hype them up. So walk us through the tryouts, because again, there might be somebody watching this video who, just like you, is looking for, who loves sports and wants to actually play football. So let them know about what they got to look forward to. It's not no flag football now, ladies and gentlemen. They do tackle out there.
I'm telling you, it's not no flag football. If you are scared to get hit, it's not a sport for you. So what we're looking at, like, as far as tryouts, is kind of like a combine setup ish. So we got 5, 10, 5s, 40-yard dashes, just to see what your speed and agility looks like. You're constantly being evaluated throughout the entire process. I mean, you come in, you get a picture, you get a number, you go get suited up,
Right.
and you in the field. It wasn't like going to rugby, it wasn't just doing a couple laps and then just doing our stretches. You was drenched after.
Okay. So what would you say? Like, do you all get to actually watch the tryout? Do you have to participate in the tryouts after you've made the team, or once you've made the team, you kind of get like a little pass maybe for that year, and then maybe if you you have to try out every year?
So once you're on the team, once you've made the team,
Mhm.
and now, like, I'm in my second year now, so the tryouts was a camp for us. So
Okay.
it was something that we have like 3 to 6 tryouts over the course of 2 to 3 months. And individuals are constantly trying out now. So if you definitely feel like you're athletically inclined and you are interested in playing, like, it's nothing but a conversation with the coaches, because they want the best.
Talent.
Like, if you have raw talent, like some of these girls have raw talent and just need the discipline in order to be exceptional and outstanding individuals. So
That's a lot of times too. Like, I remember I coached like the girls club team. There was a lot of talent. I'm not saying they didn't have discipline, but like all you need is for somebody to structure that team together. And like people can do that themselves. But that's what a coach does. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to find talent and manage talent properly. So yeah, I'm certain that if they found some talent, I'm curious if they found talent during the season. Would they say, "Hey, we need her now," or would they push her off to next season too? I'm
no,
curious, like what
yes,
they
yeah.
so you can still.
We actually have 3 girls coming from Finland in a couple weeks, because the WFA is an international.
Okay.
It's international. It's the largest 11-on-11 football league in the world.
Oh,
Um,
that's
just
tough.
Mexico, not too long ago, smashed like 56-0 type USA team. But yeah, we actually do have 3 girls coming from Finland in a couple weeks, and they perform at this level as well in their country, and they don't huddle, man. Like, they got film.
Ooh, okay. That's you kind of get me a little hype right now for this daggone game. But I'm looking forward to see. I done already told my boys, like, yo, we gonna have to slide to the games. You know what I'm saying? Show a little love, show a little support. Cause I'm curious. Like, normally when I think of when I think of like women's football, right? And it's been portrayed so long, women in lingerie, all that good stuff. I was about to lie and say I don't want to see that, but I want to see somebody get hit too, though. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to see somebody just like I want to see all that. So that's what I'm expecting to see, and that's what it's sounding like a little bit too. It don't sound like no touch. It don't sound like no flag. Y'all get aggressive out there. That's what I like to see. Now, because I got to compare it to the NFL, right? And I'm not trying to compare it to the NFL, but I got just for comparison's sake. We talk about like the Patty Mahomes. We've seen the Tom Brady's and all that stuff. We know the Chiefs just won it. Who would you say is that team folks are chasing? And then also, is there a face of the league so far for the WFA?
I would say between the Divas and Boston Renegades, we both kind of compete for that spotlight. Being though the Divas is the more historic team, you know what I'm saying? We always got that on our shoulder, like, are we finna come back and defend our titles? But you have the Boston Renegades who have been undefeated for the past 6 years. That speaks in itself. But we constantly competing for that spotlight. Yeah.
Okay. And I get that too, because y'all were the first team to win back-to-backs. They were the second. You know what I'm saying? They've extended that run, but y'all also are competing as well too. And I'm sure you guys be giving it a solid advantage. That's why I told you before the show started. Like that's really the game I want to see. Like that last one's the one I really want to see. I was hoping that was going to be a home game. Daggone it. But hey, we might have to consider going on the road and looking at y'all play at Boston too, though. Might even be able to catch my Red Sox up there. But hey, it might be able to do that one. That might actually, you know what?
Might work.
It might be able to do something right there. Because the game, like I said, it does sound interesting.
Hooping is an activity that can be enjoyed by all. It's a team game about getting and stopping buckets. Everyone's always rushing to the gold. Well, make sure to rush and watch Team Gold Rush, one of the best teams in the Special Olympics of Virginia. Team Gold Rush even has former NBA All-Star participants on the team. Clearly, they've struck gold. Ready to suit up and practice? I know. We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Practice still makes perfect. So when the opponent starts hitting their shots, Team Gold Rush can bounce back due to their training. Remember, offense sells tickets and defense wins championships. Watch us get a bucket and rush for the gold. We aim to be that gold standard. So want a team where you can win and have fun? Team Gold Rush is your number one.
And you've also painted up the narrative for me to, I guess, transition on into the next segment here, which is the DC Divas, because we did talk about a lot of the WFA, right? And I want to make sure we give other people the time to talk about them too, in case there's anything else they want to share. Because you sounded like you knew a lot more than what I was thinking initially. So you did your homework. Like I don't know what program they got over there with the DC Divas or the WFA, but they players know they history. Daggone it, I'll tell you that much right now. Now, DC Divas. You mentioned it's between you and the Renegades, so I guess that's them's your rivals. Yeah. Do y'all look at them like the little sister who's come up now to like rival you, or y'all like always have been on par? Because I know you said that the historic wise y'all were winning it, but now they seem to hit a little come up.
Right. I don't think that I've been on this team long enough to speak to that.
Okay.
I was only a rookie last year, and I didn't understand why we were the only team in the WFA to have to play them 3 times. No one else has to do that. No one else has to do that, right? And a part of the process, is losing as well, experiencing losses. But when they beat us, it didn't seem like they were just trying to win. It was like kicking somebody when they down type situation. So, I mean, for me, that lit a fire in me, to be honest, for me to want to come back this season and be that much better. You know what I'm saying? Because
You
why?
got that chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, why not? Also, just why not us?
Hey, why not? Why not y'all? Like, I be thinking that same way. Like Duke, again, I'm a Duke fan, right? Everybody, y'all know that, and y'all know how I feel when UNC beat us. And I'm just like, why couldn't that be us? Oh, like, why can't that be us? And I love that passion that you just displayed, because that's the passion that I want my athletes to have as well too. So I mean, it sounds like DC Divas got a nice little roadmap to making a U-turn and beating these Boston Renegades. Because if more people are like you, and I'm assuming your team is like you as well, y'all got to win at some point in time. Like, it's only natural. Yeah, they got the best of you for a little bit. Just a smidge. It's okay, though. We can turn that around real quick. So with that, because like, again, I'm thinking Duke UNC, right? Y'all know the rivals and stuff. Is there like any banners or any pictures of them on the locker rooms? Like, all right, when they coming into town, we circling this. Like, do y'all put any extra level of motivation towards them, or do y'all treat every team the same and it's just business as usual? I need to know that as an athlete.
That's a great question. That's actually so funny that you say that, and I have to go find the video so I can send it to you. We have our staff, when we travel to games, they make sure that we're fed, our hotel rooms are straight. We know where we're going, we got water. They always make sure we good. So shout out to our staff. But they put posters in our team bus going towards our Boston game, I think in the playoffs last season. And every sign had "fuck Boston," taped it to the ground so that we could walk all over it. We have "beat Boston" t-shirts. That's the intensity. That's the intensity.
I'm gonna need that video then. I'm gonna need that video, because that's right. See, as fans, right? As fans, bro, we love to see entertainment on and off the field, like on and off the field. So if I get videos like that, oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Because that's adding, like I said, you get the rivalry, you get the excitement. So now when people are asking, well, why watch the WFA? Well, bro, all right, how do you like Magic and Bird? How about Duke UNC? All right, well, we got DC and Boston Renegades. Like, you know what I'm saying? DC Divas and the Boston Renegades, it's on the same level, because they apparently don't like one another. It's been going around for years, decades. Like, we got the history in place. We got the excitement. So we got reasons why you want to tune in and watch the WFA, why you want to tune in and watch the DC Divas. Now, I guess we can say Boston Renegades got to respect, and all the other teams as well, too. But this sounds like a lot of fun. So let me ask you this. Where can we act outside of going to the games? Where are we able to watch the games? I mean, do y'all stream them? YouTube? Like, what? Talk to me.
This year, so last year they were on the Women's Sports Network. This year, going to be on, I'm pretty sure, ESPN2. And 5 out of the 6 games will be televised. So you can watch it there. Every time we play Boston, of course, it is on YouTube.
Okay.
But like I said, all we can do is, learn from our mistakes, do better, get the next one. But yeah, ESPN2 this year.
All right, that's kind of solid right there, actually. So y'all moving on up to the ESPN side. Like, yeah. I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, you ain't got to leave your home. Just hit that little remote button right there. Or even use your computer. Hell, you can use your phone and share it to the daggone TV. Moral of the story, you can watch it easily. So I like that. I like how that sounds. Now, because we talked about this a little earlier too. I want to make sure we emphasize this again. You guys don't pay. I mean, you guys don't get paid. You have to pay to play for this league, correct?
That is correct. We do pay league fees, team dues, registration insurance. Yeah, gotta have it all.
That's dedication right there. And I want to make sure I articulate this because it I think sometimes we overlook certain things, right? Like take, for example, the NBA versus WNBA. People always want to highlight, well, the WNBA doesn't make money. All right, that could be a factual statement. Although it's been moving up now, I'll say that too. Or we can say it might not be as entertaining. Well, that's not as an opinionated. Oh, that's an opinionated statement. That's not a factual statement. What we can say that is a factual statement is these girls care and don't get paid as much. We complain about the NBA players not caring and we pay them more. So I want to make sure we emphasize you guys are taking, because you said you have a 9 to 5 and this is your 5 to 9. This is your passion. I want to see people who are passionate in sports. Again, I'm not a professional, but I have no problem going to see people in a league that's around the way go hoop because they are passionate about this. So for this WFA, I don't want anybody saying, well, look, they have to pay to play. Well, look at it like this. They pay to play. Other people we complain about, and they get paid millions of dollars. So this needs to be a motivation for professional athletes everywhere. If you get paid to play, there are people who actually pay to play and would love to be in your shoes. And I just wanted to make sure I articulate that because that's from my vantage point. And I want to get your 2 cents on that as well. Like, what's your thoughts? Did I miss anything on that statement? Please, because the floor is yours on this one.
Yeah, it's that deep. It's that deep for us. Some people, I mean, we got teammates who are hungry at night. We got teammates who are homeless. Like, we are a family, if anything. We all each other got. So yeah, it's definitely passion behind it. It got to be. I mean, this is a commitment that is minimum 10 hours a week. And that's just counting practice time, the duration of practice 3 days a week. So we already putting in time to do this. In addition to that, because this is such a high level sport, we also have to take care of our bodies, take care of our minds. We have to be mindful of the things that we consume. We have to treat ourselves like professional athletes without the resources. So we get creative, you know what I'm saying? Like we come here because this is a release, or this is a way to just step away from the world. Sometimes this is an escape. For some people, you know, this is doing it for the girls that can't do it, doing it for the individuals that can't. Everyone has something that brings them onto that field, but it's that deep to work a 40-hour work week, and a lot of us, you know, put in more time than that because it's such a financial commitment that we have to have, you know, high level jobs as well. And we have to push ourselves in every aspect of this. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of these women, they are moms, you know, they are sisters, they are grandmothers. It's that deep for us.
Yeah, no, I had to make sure I let you get on your soapbox because I wanted to articulate that you're giving your time end of day. Anytime you're passionate about something, that doesn't need to go unnoticed, right? Like even this show, like I would love for the show to get a little bigger. Don't get me wrong, but I do this for fun. Like this is my passion. I have enjoyment just talking with you, talk with anybody about what they learn from sports, anything that's motivating, like anything sports related. I just love talking about that. So I had to make sure I get you in your soapbox real quick. But I also want to make sure that we got you a little something funny, at least just a little something funny, because that was heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? I want people to also have a little laughter. So we got the excitement factor, right? We got the seriousness going down. What's something wacky? Like what's something funny that your team be doing or has done in the past? I understand you've only been there for a short amount of time, but again, I know there's something that has happened because athletes, we always do something funny, something stupid, something you can tell us that's not gonna mess up the locker room. I don't want you in trouble with your girls now. So I don't need that now, ladies. I'm not trying to have her tell exactly. Y'all see the thumbs down. I really got to figure out how that be working, because that's be on point with these things. It just be working just casually. I don't know. AI really be a thing now. It really be helping out. It probably does. But now, is there something funny? Is there something wacky that goes on with the team that you can tell us about?
Something funny and something wacky is, I mean, just sometimes our just ability to just knock the shit out of each other and then go hang out with the teams that we play. And sometimes it's a let me check myself, but other times before I walk up in here, but we just have a ball. We have an absolute ball. Aside from doing, those adult activities, when we just the kids at practice, because like I said, a lot of these women, they're moms too, and just bring kids to practice and just seeing them wanting to be the water girl, the water boy, us just being like, go pick up the stuff off the ground, and just seeing them just in their kid element, it makes us feel like kids too. It lightens football, because I know it's funny. Heavy hitting sport, but just seeing the kids there supporting us is definitely our wackier moments.
Okay. Do any of the kids ever try to like play football amongst themselves? Like you see them line up, blue 42. Like you see any of them?
Actually, they go find the pads that be laying up and they body slam each other. That's all they do.
That's a fun time. As a kid, yeah. Y'all training up the new version of the DC Divas, apparently. That's word on the street. That's how they do it. That's how they get it.
It's all fun and games until somebody start crying.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious. That's funny. Okay. All right.
Sports is one of the few things that genuinely connects us together. Whether with coworkers, friends, family, we all love the entertainment. Well, here on Get a Bucket, my goal is to talk about sports and its cultural impact. The WNBA, for example. The WNBA is loads of entertainment, from the new rookies battling, displaying their skill sets, and preparing to take the league by storm, to the titans and the MVPs of the league clashing for battles we'll always remember. From imagining the soon-to-be possibilities, to admiring and treasuring the finales. Get a Bucket is a platform where other sports analysts, hoopers, coaches, and fans of the show come and talk about the WNBA, both negatives and positives. So if you haven't, take a quick peek. At the very least, you'll have a good time. Remember, sports is one of the few things that genuinely connects us together. So please, tune in and stay connected.
Well, I'm glad y'all got the wacky moments that out there. Because like I said, you got to have the entertainment, right? To sell tickets. And then you got to have the seriousness. Because sports, it does highlight some serious moments. Sports is the microcosm of life. But then you also got to have fun with it. So I'm glad y'all are able to have some wacky moments and bring in the kids too. You always got to bring in the kids. We love the kids. But we also got here a little fan mail. It's something new on Get a Bucket that we trying to do. I'm talking about. A couple people just sent us some questions right fast. We just want your opinions about this one. Okay. It's an interesting username. All right, cool. JJ wants 123. Seems a little incomplete, but we'll take it. He wants his sister to apparently join the squad, so he can watch his big sister get hit. Is that okay with y'all? Like, do y'all like how would that work? Can he fill out the application for her and then y'all accept her? Is that working? I'm trying to help out JJ right.
Trying to see if she trying to hit.
I'm just trying to help him out with step one. I don't know how he gonna get her there to practice, but apparently that's what he tried to do. So I'm happy he at least let you know the game plan. He sounded like he might be a good coach. He communicating ahead of time to the players. I'll take that. So JJ, you might be able to get step one completed. We try to figure out how you're gonna get the other steps though. Yeah. All right, cool. Now Shaka Johnson, why? And that's not a question. That's literally just the last letter in it. I was trying to figure out, maybe I messed something up. But all right, cool. Shaka. He said his baby mama needs something to do. Y'all got daycare?
Look, I told you, the kids be there. The kids are there.
They're there. So, hey, Shaka, as long as your baby mama cool with hitting the field, y'all can have the kids watch too. So that you might be having something doable there. Now, Jim, interesting use. No, that's just his name. All right, no last name. No, appreciate you on the anonymous. Jim says, y'all like tackles too rough. Y'all got flag football or cheerleading. I think before you answer that question, my question is he asking for himself or for a woman that he knows? That's really, which, I mean, hey, that could be another question for another day. That could be another question. But do y'all have cheerleaders though?
No.
Okay. I was about to say, we already addressed the flag football part. Actually, has there been talks though of having like maybe a flag football league affiliated with a WFA? Maybe that could be like a little train up. Y'all can have a D4 flag football, and then if they need some loans, hey, you got them covered. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Look, sound like a business plan to me.
You got it. That's you right there. All I ask is, just give me a little shout out when you make it big. That's all I ask. That's all I ask for. I don't want nothing else.
Of course. Flag. I mean, I feel like that would be a stepping stone. But it seems like the USA flag got that covered right now. I think that our platform really puts women's football on the map. So
Sounds like it.
I think that or full contact at least. I think that is what the focus of our league is going to be. Like I said, we're the longest running professional women's football league in the United States. So, and then just us having, the pro, the D2, the D3. I mean, if you want to play football at a developmental level, you can still play D3. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go to pro. You don't have. So I don't think that we would go to flag or having that tie with us. But I think that would be a stepping stone, and I feel like that's where football is headed anyways. On the men,
the women's. I feel that. I'm just trying to think, because I know some ladies might think it's cute, right? But I'm also thinking too, well, that might help out with marketability as well too, because you see, oh, well, these ladies over here, they doing their thing flag football wise, but you got people like real sports fans who actually love sports. So if I see this and I see this entertaining piece of WFA, and I'm talking about like women actually hitting one another on the field, not just touching and tackling. I mean, not tackling. Oh, that might draw my attention too. So, maybe somebody who doesn't want to get as involved. Let's say Nicki Minaj wanted to play football deep down. She just want to try and get tackled. And then you bring up the idea of flag football. All right, y'all might be able to do a little halftime show with Nicki now. Like maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe, hey, because she might not want to get tackled, but y'all affiliated still. So y'all could possibly work. But I hear you too, though, on the flag football for the USA team as well. That's something else I gotta dive into a little bit as well, get more educated on that. So this is another realm of education that I gotta dive into, just women's football as a whole, because it's new to me. Like, and it's crazy because it's been around for quite some time. So I'm glad that I found it. I'm glad I stumbled upon it. I'm glad you stumbled upon it. Like, I'm really glad you stumbled upon it. So now we can get this narrative out there a lot more. So, because this is a lot to unpack, because we're definitely going to go to the games. Well, I know you are, but like we meaning me and my boys, I've already told them. So, expect us to be there. Like I said, I'm going to try to figure out how I can finesse that Boston one, because they rivals now. So we got to watch that one. But we definitely going to the home game. So I greatly appreciate you on this. But with that, I mean, Jebrae, we about done unless you want to talk a little NFL. Like that's all we got to talk about on this, at least for right now, ladies and gentlemen. At least for right now. Only because the season gonna be starting pretty soon.
Yes.
So I gotta let her go. Her team gonna be mad. Our coach already cussed me out. I can't take 2 more tongue lashes. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have her back possibly during the season, but we gonna schedule it for after. We're gonna schedule it for after they win that championship. You know what I mean? But before we bring you back on the championship tour, you got anything you want to say for the folks before we close up shop?
No, just thank you for having me. And like this is a amazing opportunity, to just even be on a platform like this. Like I said, when I was a kid, I would just dream of things like this. And now I'm actually having these full circle moments. So I thank you for being, a part of this journey with me. And to all the people out there, come check us out. DCDivas.com. You can get the tickets there. If you're interested in purchasing tickets there, you can also go to the DC Divas Instagram page. I'm actually on there too. I have a video tackling a moving tackling bag. That joint went viral. So check me out. Check us out. You know what I'm saying?
They going viral. I like it. I like it. Yeah, we definitely gonna have you back onto the show, and I greatly appreciate you for taking time out today because you could have been doing anything, but you said you're gonna rock with Trey. So I greatly appreciate that. And I also did not plan for that to rhyme, but it worked out that way. Back to backs. Oh, bars. Maybe I should be. See, she says she likes music too, so maybe that's what happened. Like maybe she said when she said that earlier, triggered something in the brain. So what I'm hearing is I might have to have like a little radio, a little cipher next time you come onto the show. Hit us with the 1s and 2s. I don't know how many 1s and 2s I'm gonna be able to do, but maybe I'll see what we can do. So, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you all like this one thus far. This was really one of the better ones that I've had, I can say. And I ain't just blowing smoke up her tail too. I really, truly do appreciate this. And I'm actually a fan now of the WFA. So you got a fan in me. DC Divas, I'm gonna try to support y'all some more. Get your apparel too. Like I'm gonna actually get the shirt, bro. Like make sure I get your jersey, like all that stuff. Like, oh, we got to be fans. Let's go. But ladies and gentlemen, please like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone who's anyone. Well, about WFA and DC Divas. And then after that, tell them about my show too, if you can. I greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But hope you all are having a good one. Hope you all continue to have a good one. And take care. Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.